Hello everyone, I'm Kayla, the maker and creator behind Crochet by Kayla, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. I'm really excited for this one because I've had this idea forever and I found the perfect opportunity for it. So I am so excited to get into this video and tell you all about what we're gonna do, even though you already saw the title. So, as we all know, Joann's has closed down and they're done. But Michael's has bought a lot of their products, including the beloved Big Twist Posh yarn. Pretty sure that's what it's called. I know it's Big Twist. But Michael's bought it, and now there is the Loops and Threads Posh Purl, which is apparently the exact same as the Big Twist version. So I am going to be reviewing it for you guys today. I'm gonna review it and kind of see how comparable it is to other blanket yarns such as like Bernat blanket, which I've worked with. I haven't specifically worked with the original Big Twist Posh yarn, but I'm excited to see how this works. I'm not the biggest fan of this texture of yarn. You guys know I love my Parfait Chunky, which is chenille yarn, and this is a polyester, I believe it is, yes. So that's not my favorite, but I'm excited to review it, and I'm excited to do a project that I've wanted to do for a really long time. I've wanted to make a duck forever because I am a Jeep girl. I love Jeeps, and I've always wanted to make a duck for a Jeep. So I am excited to do this. I picked this color because I thought it was super cute. The color name is literally just blue. Nothing fancy. But I'm so excited, and I'm going to be kind of comparing it to, well, just like blanket yarn in general, really, because I've tried multiple different blanket yarns, like the Yarn Bee brand of blanket yarn. I forget what the exact name is called. And of course, Bernat blanket. And I'm excited to see how it compares, just like sizing when I crochet something with the same. I'm going to use the same hook size I have for a project that I made with the Yarn Bee version of this yarn, so I can kind of show you like a size comparison of the stitches. So I'll be using the same hook I used for that project that I have. And just like durability, because I feel like sometimes yarns like this and like Parfait Chunky, they can snap easily. So I want to just go all around and give you guys a full review of this, because I know a lot of people in the crochet and crafting community loved the original Joann's version of this yarn. So I'm excited to see how good this stuff is. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the pattern I'm using is by Hugurumi Toys. And I'm pretty sure they don't even have an orange in this yarn. So I'm using Parfait Chunky for the beak. This is a no-sew pattern, and it will be linked down below, of course, along with the yarn I'm using, of course, also. And it is a no-sew pattern, and it is free. You just have to comment on her post, and then she DMs you the Google document of the pattern. And I was gonna use another pattern, even though I really wanted to use this one because I had the post saved in my favorites, and I'm like, oh, it's actually have the pattern on here. And then she responded and sent me the pattern like within like 15 minutes, which is amazing. So shout out to her. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started, because the first thing you do is the beak. So I'll be back after I do the beak and I start the head, so I can kind of give you some initial thoughts. Okay, I'm barely just starting this, and I already like this way better than any other blanket yarn I've used before, because the thickness is way more similar to Parfait Chunky. Obviously, it's not as soft because this is polyester and not chenille. But I really like the size of this yarn. It's way more comparable to Parfait Chunky, which I really like because I love my Parfait Chunky. So then the mixing of the two isn't gonna look really weird. Like the end of this, I feel like blanket yarns often, like chenille, you can just peel off like the fuzzies, but this one, like, I literally can't. And I feel no resistance when trying to close up my magic circle, which is really nice because I know, like, my Parfait Chunky, it always, and sometimes, like, Bernat yarn, it just breaks and snaps, and that's like it's okay because we're just starting the project, but then it's just like annoying, you know? So far so good. I'm really liking it, even though I've literally done like nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna get going, and when I'm at a stopping point for my current crochet sitting I'm having, I will get back to you. This pattern is working up so quickly. I haven't been working on this for that long at all, and I'm gonna need to make more. So I'm almost done. You work from the bottom to the top, and now I need to stuff all this. I am loving this yarn, actually. Like, this is, I think, the only blanket yarn I like now, which I'm not mad about because I'm not a blanket yarn fan, but I will be. Okay, so I have finished the duck. If you can see it back here, it is so cute. I will be using this pattern again for sure. It is really adorable, and it didn't use a whole lot of yarn, and it didn't take a whole lot of time. And I really liked it. This yarn was really great, and I think I had a 20% off coupon, but it's $9.99 normally, and I think I could probably make like 10 of these out of this. So with the $9.99 price for yarn, that's not terrible. You're for sure gonna make back what you spent on the yarn and more, obviously, if you made them for a market or something, but it is a really nice yarn. I love Parfait Chunky, so I don't think I would ever switch to using this consistently, but I do think I would buy it in the future. It's not gonna be as extreme of an addiction to, I guess, I have to this yarn, but it is a really great yarn. I really do like it. The only thing I didn't love, well, like here you can see there's a knot in the yarn where like it stopped and tied again, but I had 2 spots when I was toward the end of the project where it just had like this like fluffy silky stuff just wrapped around it, and after I finished the project there was a few feet further down, so I just cut it off because I couldn't get the rest of the spots. I could just get it to like untangle off there, but the other spot was like really tangled on there. Let me go ahead and grab that and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. At the end of this is like this. It's like really soft, but it was wrapped around here really tightly that I couldn't just untie it. But besides that, I had 0 problems with this yarn. I mean, that might not even be a thing that's consistent with every ball ends up having that, and like the knots like this that ends up happening with so many other yarns anyway. I definitely like this way more than Burnout Blanket and Hobby Lobby's Cozy Occasion, just because that I can't work with that yarn for that long, or it annoys me. And sometimes, like, I've worked with Burnout Blanket before and it's made like my wrist like sore and hurt, and I like that this is the same feel but it is thinner, So it makes projects comparable to yarn that like a lot of people that do markets use, like this. I do think it's a really good yarn, and yeah, I do like the size of it, and it works very nice. Like if I tug on the end of like a cut piece like this, it's not shedding, whereas other blanket yarns will do that sometimes, or Parfait chunky. So overall, I really do like this yarn. I think it's a great yarn, and I think if you're willing to, you should definitely try out this yarn. And obviously this is not sponsored because I do not have a big enough channel for that. But Michaels, if you want to sponsor me, I will gladly take up the offer. Yeah. And now on to the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and hearing my opinion on this Posh Purl yarn. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I've never done a yarn review before, so I feel like that was good. I've always wanted to do one before, and I never really have. And this was just a great opportunity to do so, given the sadness of Joann's closing. It was a good opportunity to test out the revival of one of their yarns, basically. And yeah, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications, and I post every single Friday at 4:30 p.m. EST, so if you turn on those notifications, you're never gonna miss a post. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.